Hello and welcome back to my anime journal. And so just these couple anime that are here that we're going to talk about. This is actually on my trip to Peru that I watched a couple of these, and I'd like to talk a bit about that. Actually, still haven't released my slideshow of the Peru thing yet. I've got to do that. But anyway, so I was working at a construction site over in Richmond, and and my parents as well as my brother had gone over down to South America for 6 months, 3 different countries: Colombia, Peru, and Bolivia. And it's like, you know what, it would be like they really wanted me to go down there at least at one point. And I told my coworkers, and so the guy I was working with the most is like, no, you're not even really a permanent employee here. Like, you could just tell them, hey, I'm off. I'm gonna leave. Just gonna go travel with my parents. And so, I could have just gone right away, but I decided to give the 2 weeks notice. 2 weeks is the time that you give to tell someone that you're taking a significant amount of time off. However, it's also the period that you have to give if you're quitting. And I didn't realize that saying I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice would have been taken as I'm quitting. So that was my bad. However, at the end they did say, well, we're gonna have to find a replacement for you anyway. So when you come back, you will have been replaced, so you won't have a job. So that was kind of problematic. But whatever. I mean, going down to Peru is more important than having a job. And the construction site stuff was kind of fun. It was a really long commute, but it was kind of fun being there, especially because of one guy who was just hilariously bad at his job. He like wanted to be helpful, but the ways he tried to be helpful always ended up working in no one's favor. And so I've actually even included him as a character in my novel just because he's such a hilarious person. But yeah, the Peru was awesome. Just absolutely wonderful journey. Went to 3 different places, and so I'll definitely talk a bit more about that when I actually release the slideshow. But yeah, it's super fun. Went to the mountains, the city, and the beach, and all 3 were fantastic. But in terms of the anime I saw there, we're starting off with Running Boy, Star Soldier no Himitsu, and this is yes, it is one of the worst anime I've seen. Definitely among there. And I don't know, he's a boy and he runs. It's actually terrible. I watched this because it's says this film was a box office failure in Japan. This film was released on the same day as Super Mario Brothers, also based on a video game. So this is based on a video game. So that's funny. It was yeah, no, it's funny though. The production of it is funny, but the actual show is absolutely bloody terrible. Yeah, I cannot recommend it. Apparently it's a cult film in Japan, or at least it was at the time. But I don't know. And cult films are usually hilariously bad, but this one is terrible. It's not really funny for being terrible. It's just terrible. After that, I watched Seishun Buta Yarou wa Bunny Girl Senpai no Yume wo Minai. And yeah, so this I watched on the plane there. It was very fun. But yeah, it's now you look at the title and the cover, and it's like, is this just some kind of ecchi anime about a girl in a bunny suit? And spoiler alert, but she rarely is in the bunny suit. Uh, she's only in it like twice, and only once with the heels. It's the other time she's just in his house, and although um, her stockings are quite sexy, so. And she still wears the stockings even when she has the normal uniform on. It's like, it's not even just like actual full on stockings. It's like pantyhose, but it's black. It's very cute. Um, and so yeah, if you look at her in her uniform, he just has like this very sexy looking pantyhose on underneath her skirt. It's I really like the look. And she also has like this bunny hair clip, very cute as well. She has this long black hair. She looks very similar to a lot of other characters. Like she looks like the black hair girl in Origairu, as well as a bit like Mio Akiyama, and just any of those kind of like long black haired girls. They kind of all look pretty similar. I'd still say Akiyami Mio looks like a better girl, but whatever. Maya's pretty cute, and yeah, her personality is interesting. Like, she is an ex idol, but X is operative because she's a has-been, essentially. She was popular at the time, and then she stopped being popular. And upon no longer being someone that anyone cares about, she just stopped existing. Because that totally makes sense. If you're a has-been, or if you're like a one-hit wonder, then just boom, no, you don't exist anymore. However, like she still exists physically, but it's kind of one of those things that's like, what was it? I think it was like another or something. No, I remember there was a certain anime where there was like an amulet, the amulet of not caring, where if you held it on your person, then people wouldn't care about you. This is an actual thing, and so you could be doing anything, and people wouldn't, like, say if like you were holding an object, it wouldn't seem like it was floating. It just, your existence just doesn't matter to them, and so it doesn't matter. You could be holding like a knife or something, and they're just in your peripheral, and you just don't pay them any attention. Because most people you just don't pay attention to. And so she's kind of stuck in that sort of loop where no one really pays attention to her. And even if she like tries to talk to them, they still just ignore her. And so the bunny suit is to get people's attention. So it's a pretty attention-grabbing outfit. Like, it's hard to ignore a girl who is dressed up as a Playboy bunny girl, which is her logic there, and then they decide that just other means can be used to obtain that same attention. But anyway, yeah, it's but that kind of magic that brings her out of people's peripherals, it's a thing called the puberty syndrome, which is just this kind of magical quantum entanglement. It's kind of weird mumbo jumbo, but it's a thing that exists in their universe, and it's not just her who's affected by it. The main character is also affected. He has a problem with a big slash on his back. Or was it just stomach? Anyway, he has like these claw marks on him that aren't actually from a real animal. It's not an actual injury, but it is an injury. He still feels it, it was still painful, even though nothing actually injured him. It's just all in his mind, but other people can see it too. And then his adorable little sister Kaide. She's so adorable. But yeah, her puberty syndrome is bad enough that she has to stay home all the time. Because she can't go to school for some reason. Not even just school, but she can't like leave the house. But she's adorable. She wears like this panda onesie. It's so cute. And also her like kind of hikikomori ways, it reminds me a bit of Arrow Manga Sensei, like the character Arrow Manga Sensei, Sagiri. She, they're both like stuck at home because they can't go to school, and they're both adorable. But Kaide isn't lewd like Sagiri is, which is very nice. She's so pretty. But anyway, I would like a little sister like that. And there's also Tomoe. She's like this very cutesy little girl. Height 4'11". She is like 16. She's just really short, and she has like this short hair too. Very cute. And yeah, just I know a lot of people kind of like parallel it to the Monogatari series, that it's kind of similar in a lot of ways. And it is similar in a lot of ways. Like they're both kind of like these magical-ish anime, and it's like romancy and sort of harem-y, but not really that harem-y. Like the main guy, Mai, is like the main love interest. Tomoe is like a fake love interest, and then there's like Mai's sister, and then another girl. What was her name? Shoko. Shoko is another girl who's like not really a love interest, but she still exists there, and like she kind of likes him, but she doesn't really like her back. He kind of sees her more like a sister. But anyway, so it's kind of like harem-like, but it's clearly not a harem. Which is actually kind of similar to Monogatari, because Monogatari is like he has like a couple. Actually, Monogatari has like several several girls who like him, but he never dates two girls at the same time. Which is a good thing. But yeah, he does go through a lot of love interests. And yeah, Bunny Girl, definitely. If you liked Monogatari, I would recommend it. And it can't really say if you like bunny girls, because it's not really about bunny girls. There's probably better anime to watch if you like bunny girls, like Haruhi, probably. In fact, in Haruhi, what was it? I forget her name now. One of the girls is like basically sexually. She's always forced to wear this lewd bunny girl suit, and it's basically a form of sexual harassment, but they kind of play it off as if it's not a bad thing to do, even though it's probably illegal. But anyway, and obviously Haruhi wears the outfit as well. So yeah, that's probably a better anime to watch if you're just looking for lewd bunny girl suits. A lot of anime just have bunny girl suits. What's it? Other anime, Problem Children Are Coming from Another World, aren't they? That one of the main characters is always dressed as a bunny. She's not even just dressed, like she is a bunny. She like has like the bunny ears that are actually part of her head, and then her outfit, it's a mini dress rather than a leotard, but it's still pretty similar of an outfit. So yeah, wouldn't really recommend that for that fetish. But yeah, but this is just very cute anime. The girls are all very, very nice, very well designed. I really like the hair in it. That's a thing I'll enjoy. yeah, they all look very cute, and so yeah, I'd recommend it to you if you like romance, if you like cute girls, and if you like Monogatari, and supernatural kind of stuff. And after that, I watched Kyo no Go no Ni, and or Today in Class 5-2, and this is some kind of it takes place in like elementary school or something, and it's like these kids, and it's kind of ecchi. I don't know. It's kind of weird, cause it's sort of elementary school ecchi, but it it's not like unwholesome ecchi. It's not like it's for pedophiles. It's more like it kind of just shows a very realistic take on elementary school perversion. But I don't know. It's still kind of a weird show. I wouldn't particularly recommend it to all that many people, but yeah, it was all right. And after that, I watched Kila Kila 5th Anniversary Live Anime Kickstart Generation, and this is a half-hour OVA. I watched this because I saw one of the girls, Kilali, in Mudai, and she looks very cute. Yes, very much so. It's just like an idol anime, and they're all these like cutesy idol girls. It's like, man, that's like a whole half-hour OVA with these cutesy idols. Like, why wouldn't I want to watch that? Look how cute they all are. And now, so thing about the OVA is that it's basically an album video. Like, it's just a series of music videos. I think there's some like 3-minute scenes that are like actually things happening, but most of all it's just an album music video, and that's not particularly a problem. Like, all the music is great, all the dancing is great. It's a very well put together music video, but if as long as you're in the market for a music video, because if you're not, then I wouldn't really recommend it. And after that, I watched Princess Principal, and this was a great anime. I watched this over that whole break. And I'd love to gush about my trip, but yeah, it's not really the place to do that. But anyway, so we have all these different girls. This is actually set in England. I still prefer the original dub for it, since there's this the girl Chise, who's an exchange student from Japan, and in the Japanese dub she sounds absolutely fine, because she should, because she's a Japanese girl and she's done by a Japanese actress, and it all works out. And whereas in the English dub, she sounds terrible. She sounds like someone. You can tell that the voice actress is American, but she's trying to sound like what a Japanese girl would try to sound like if she was trying to imitate a British accent. And now, there's probably some American woman who can accurately pull off trying to sound like a Japanese girl trying to sound British, but I can't imagine there would be very many, because that is a very difficult subset. Like, I'm sure there's actual Japanese people living in England that you could just pull off the street and get to voice act this for, or even maybe you could find ones actually working for either acting or singing or one of those kind of careers. You could probably get someone who is in that subset of humans, of that, obviously it's not many people who are going to be like that, but you'll probably find someone who can do that rather than finding just a voice actress and then telling them to do this like double fake accent. Like, why? It sounds awful. The rest of the girls sound fine. They're all British. They all sound British. They have either British voice actors or American voice actors trying to sound British. It doesn't sound bad though. They all sound properly British. Also, Beatrice sounds adorable in the Japanese dub. She still sounds adorable in the English dub, but I'd reason that she sounds more adorable in the Japanese dub because it's Japanese is just cuter of a language, I think. Although British girls are very cute, and they are British girls, and look at how cute they are, and also. So we have our characters of Ange, Dorothy, Charlotte, Chise, Beatrice. Those are the main girls. All very cute. Ange and Charlotte are interesting. Their dynamic is mostly interesting through spoilers, and it's just such a good show. Such a fantastic anime. I cannot spoil it for anyone because that would be awful. But anyway, Dorothy is a more interesting one that I can talk about because she is older. She's an undercover student. She's actually 20 years old, and so she's good at shooting, seducing, and driving vehicles. But yeah, she's she's actually, she's older. Not like so much older, but she's older. And I have one great quote from her. So like, they do serve a pretty decent stout, if nothing else. And they're at a bar together, and it's so cute. Honestly, I'd love to have a girlfriend, a cute British girlfriend who can appreciate a good stout, because that would be awesome. But yeah, so I like her. I like Dorothy. She's cute. And yeah, Beatrice is adorable. Beatrice is also like, she's abused by her father, which that shouldn't be a fetish, but in a way, like, just the fact that she's like that, I don't know. But anyway, she has like these twin buns. It's very cute, and her voice, like, she kind of has this natural voice. It sounds very cute, but she can manipulate her voice because of the thing that her father did to it, and so she can actually make her voice sound like anyone she wants, and she totally abuses that as a spy, because they're all spies, and that's what their job is. And so she can just make her voice sound like her enemy, or make her voice sound like her enemy's comrade, to like try to make it sound like, oh yes, I'm totally on your team, you can go ahead, or even like sound like the enemy's commander. You're like, oh yes, you should all go and kill yourselves. Yeah, that would be really helpful now. We need to stop fighting. The enemies are too strong, so just kill yourselves. And that's a totally complete thing that she can do with her voice, which is great. Also, her twin buns, she often has like these pieces of cloth over them. Not really sure why. I kind of prefer the twin buns like naked. Well, she has like this beautiful light brown hair. It's so cute. But the things she wears over them are nice as well. Yeah, just overall, it's a great anime. Also, there's Release the Spice is another anime that's about like female spies, and it's fun as well. But Release the Spice is more of just a kind of generic fun type of anime. It's just kind of you watch it and it's just enjoyable for being kind of stupid and very cute and not really all that good. Whereas Princess Principal, like obviously in like the time setting that it is, it says early 20th century. It's not like female spies would have been all that common back then, but still it's like obviously I appreciate the cuteness, but also the story is just so good, and obviously the characters are all fantastic, and just everything in general, it's all done so well. The direction, the art, the music. Oh my god, the music is so good. The the opening and ending songs are actually kind of hilarious because they're done in full English, but you can tell it's Japanese singers that did them, as well as Japanese writers who wrote the songs. The OP, it all kind of works out, sort of like Smells Like Teen Spirit, where it's just like you're just kind of listening for the music and it doesn't really matter what they're saying. But the ending song is actually hilarious how it's done, because like they're articulate in what they're saying, but none of it makes actual sense. Like you can hear what the lyrics are, and as a native English speaker, which you're not supposed to be watching the series, it's like, wait a minute, none of these lyrics actually have any meaning to them. It's like, if days were not the same, I don't know what I'd do. It doesn't mean anything. Like, it's not exactly that it's not grammatically correct. It's just that they're not saying anything of actual meaning. Like, and most importantly, each sentence is isolated. It's not like the song is a piece of poetry. It's like every sentence is proper in its own right, but then the next sentence has nothing to do with it. And so yeah, I think it's hilarious. So yeah, but just in general, heavily recommend if you like spies, if you like cute girls, if you like cute women, because it does have a lot of like, you know, older girls. Like you have Dorothy, she's a very pretty woman. Ange and Charlotte, they're both very pretty. And yeah, it's just great anime. Just please watch it. And after that, I watched Samurai Noodles, The Originator. Ooh, it's just some crappy 1 minute special, no one cares. And after that, I watched Kawaki wo Amaku. And this is a music video, it's not very good. And then after that, I watched Tetsuan Birdy. And this is it's an OVA. It's about a girl who dresses up in a rather lewd-looking outfit, but one of the little kind of made little glitches in the fact that she doesn't really wear clothes, and like the clothes that she does wear are very feminine, is the fact that she actually has a man inside of her, not like literally inside of her, but like his consciousness got transported into her, and they coexist in the same body, and so she has like this outfit it's mostly on the front, and then like the sides don't actually have any clothing on them, and it's kind of meant as fan service, but then yeah, it's probably feels embarrassing as being a guy who's in like this super lewd outfit. But anyway, so she's a girl and as well as a boy, and they fight stuff. Yeah, it's a cool anime. I liked it. There's a TV series as well, Birdy Decode, and I haven't seen it. Some people say it's better. certain moderator on my anime list Discord who Shemp who prefers the OVA to the TV series, so that's why I decided to pick it up. Yeah, it was a cool anime. I would recommend it to some people. Probably, I would guess more people would just go towards a TV series, and I wouldn't blame you for it. But if you want to watch both of them, there's no shame in just watching the first one, the OVA first. You could watch the OVA second. Who cares? It's a cool anime though. And after that, I watched Estrakon, and Estrakon would clean up all the anime I watched during my trip to Peru. Yeah, I know it was only 3 weeks. I just watch a lot of anime. But also say things like on the buses. It's like you're stuck on a bus that's like 8 hours long or something. What are you gonna do on there? Well, why not watch some anime? And yeah, this Estrakon is about these two cute girls, and they do things together. It was alright. It wasn't amazing. It was cute though. Just two OVAs. Who even cares? Didn't have much of a story. The girls didn't have much of personalities. It was alright though. Yeah. And after that, I watched Dando, and Dando is an anime about golfing. Yeah, which is actually pretty cool, honestly. So Dando, I think that's what his name is. Dando. And yeah, he's like a golfer. He's a kid though, and he's like a fantastic golfer. It is a sports anime after all, and he does golfing kind of stuff. It's cool. Golfing is a thing I sometimes do, not very often though. But yeah, it was a cool anime. I learned some stuff about golfing from it. I could recommend it to some people, depending on what you like. If you really like sports anime and you've seen all the mainstream ones, you can go ahead and check this one out. Or if you just like golfing in general, so it's cool. And after that, I watched Marimo no Hana Saikyo Butoha Shogakusei Densetsu. And this is some crappy OVA shoujo thing. I think I wanted to subtitle it, and then I realized that someone else had already done it, so I didn't bother and watched theirs, and it was bad. I don't know. I didn't really like it. It's just some kind of crappy, generic shoujo romance, kind of garbage. And after that, I watched Coco wa Greenwood, and this is it's a neat anime. It's a 6-episode OVA, and it's also kind of one of those gender bender kind of anime, but it's actually in the opposite direction this time. It's a girl, and she dresses like a boy, and she just tries to fit in with the boys, like she's going to like an all-boy university or something like that. And then they find out that she's actually a girl, and but then they just have to keep it a secret that she's a girl. And now she's cute, but at the same time, she's somehow passable as a man. I'm not really sure how, but people don't really seem to suspect anything. Maybe part of that is just the fact that in Japan, outfits are kind of gender coded. Although, I've heard in Japan, like, something like 50% of women wear pants. Like, that's lower than here in Canada, but it's still like half of them. So it's not like people are so gender blind that you need to wear a skirt for people to think you're a girl. But yeah, somehow she's able to pass off as a guy, but yeah, she's cute. It's just a fun little OVA series. I would recommend it, honestly, as long as you're into like 90s OVAs and that kind of stuff. It is shoujo, So it's kind of a reverse harem, a bit like Haruhi, honestly, because Haruhi is also about a girl who gets a reverse harem by cross-dressing. So if you enjoy that, why not try this one? Also, if you liked Ebiton, that's like the other way around, where it's a guy who gets a harem by cross-dressing. I guess Koriwa Zombie Deska is also a guy who gets a harem. Well, it's a guy who gets a harem and he cross-dresses, but it's not like the cross-dressing is why he has a harem. But it's still fun, and it still kind of has similar themes. So, if you liked any of those, maybe you should watch this. And after that, I watched Idol Project. And this is just some trashy OVA from the 90s about idols, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't very good. I wouldn't really recommend it. And after that, I watched Ginga Tetsudo no Yoru, or Night on the Galactic Railroad. It's a movie. It was alright. I can't remember if it had a dub or a sub or whatever, but it was alright. I think it was dubbed, and it was like kind of weird. The cover, I think, was like weird CGI. I'm not sure if it was, but yeah, it wasn't very good. After that, I watched Through the Windows. It's a short movie. Wasn't very good. After that, I watched Futatsu no Spika. It's 20 episodes, which is an interesting length, but it's just a generic. It was very bland anime. It's about space and stuff. It's like about a guy who has like a fetish for space, and it's just boring though. I can't recommend it. It's just so bland. After that, I watched Arata Naru Sakai World Start Load End, and this is a half-hour OVA. Can't remember what about, so it's probably boring. I can't really remember. After that, I watched Little Polar Bear Shirokuma-kun Fune ni Noru. And this is a sequel to some other OVA that I couldn't seem to find on the internet. But anyway, yeah, it wasn't very good. I don't know. It's not dubbed, or it's not subbed or dubbed. It's about a polar bear. It was alright. I don't know. After that, I watched Imawa no Kuni no Alice, and this is an anime about. It's just a commercial for a manga series. Same name. It's also an OVA. Oh, yeah. Alice in Borderland. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the OVA is alright, but the little commercial wasn't very good. And finally, for this episode, we have Akuma no Riddle. This was a fun one, honestly. So it's Yuli. So you have like girls kissing and all that kind of stuff. It's also like an all-girl school, but also it's a sort of battle royale kind of anime where the girls have to kill each other. And one of the girls, what was it? I can't remember her name. She was very sexy though. Inukai Isuke. She dresses, very sexy. I like her outfit. But yeah, she has like this short, kind of like mini skirt and bra kind of outfit. She has like this gel purple nails, very pretty. And this kind of like drill tails kind of thing. I she had a quote that kind of showed that she doesn't really care about her life. like she's aware that her actions will most likely get her killed, and she just doesn't really care, because they're all kind of set to die. So what does it matter? Life doesn't matter. It's an interesting little aspect. Her personality is kind of trash. She's a bit of a thought, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. She doesn't care about her life. Why should I? Right? And after that, after that, but the other girls are also nice. Have different weird little outfits. Have this character Neo Hashiri, who my friend Kagami really likes, because she's kind of a yandere, and she's cute. And yeah, they're all nice. Like, not really nice characters. Like, all of them have terrible personalities, basically. They're all either bland or sadistic, and there's no real characters that you really bond with. It's like, they're either they don't have a personality, or their personality is that they like killing people, or they things like that. And so it's really hard to attach to the characters unless you just have a fetish for sadistic girls. But yeah, that's what the anime is about. If you like any of that, go ahead and give it a watch. Again, if you like lesbians, maybe lesbians killing each other, if that appeals to you, that tickles your fancy. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again next time, and goodbye.